Okay, shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great, and to be a shining light unto the elect of the nation of Israel. And that's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakodat. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the bishops, elders, and Akim out there on the highways and byways teaching and preaching the flock. To you I say shalom.
God, it's 2 Chronicles 7 and 14. And it reads, if my people, which are called by my name, so humble themselves.
And what is the name? The Lord has a specific people that he's dealing with. And only a specific people that he's dealing with. You know, as I stated earlier, you know, it's primarily you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You're Israelites, you know? But 2/3 of you don't know that you're Israelites. And if you do know, you don't even want to accept that fact. Because it requires action. It requires you to do certain things. And that's repent. Turn back to your wicked ways, which is repent, you know? Stop doing abominable things that this kingdom promotes, you know? Eating all types of foods that wasn't designed for you to eat. Indulging in certain abominations that it wasn't meant for you to indulge in. Albeit adultery, that low spirit, fornication, bestiality, all of these things that this kingdom promotes, 2/3 of you people are with.
That, bro. Read that one more time. 2 Chronicles 7 and 14, it says, my people, which are called by my name,
Israelites,
shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face.
and that's the problem with a lot of you Jakes. You know, you're not willing to humble yourself. You're not willing to accept the fact that it's not about you. Especially in the kingdom that tells you it's all about you. You know, this is about Yahweh Yahweh Shah. But you've been brought up in such a way that either your nana told you, your pop told you, your grandma told you, your uncle told you, take care of yourself. Do for you. Don't worry about nobody else. Just as long as you accept Beavis, you'll be all right. And that's the wrong spirit to be in because you're being told to indulge in yourself, not humble down to nothing. Yeah, bro, you got it?
You got more on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways.
And pray. Pray. You got to know who you're praying to. There are gods many, you know, but there's only one true living power, and that is the power of the nation of Israel. So a lot of you people are praying to things that you have no idea as to what you're praying to. You know, your God is things that won't profit you in any shape, form, or fashion. Yeah, bro.
This is like God, but other gods, you know. Israel teaches to serve everything else except for the one true living power, who is only big power. You know, and the scripture tells us that we are the Lord's fervent lovers. He's only dealing with us, the apple of the Lord's eye. You know, so therefore, the Lord's chastising us right now. You know, some Israelites can't take that chastisement. You know, you seek to find pleasure, you know, in this flesh. You know, when we're at a time of putting away the flesh. You know, understanding the times that we're in. You know, but Israel ain't gonna wake up. You know.
If I may expound on what you're saying, which is a very good point. Here it is, we have a husband who has given us a house, has clothed us, given us jewelry, put us over the other nations, given us everything that we've ever wanted. He has actually protected us because we never had a real standing army as Israelites. You know, we always depended upon our husband. So here it is, he's done all these things for us, and then we turn around and stab him in the, well, not so much stab him in the back, but we disobey his word. Meanwhile, these other nations, I mean, granted, you know, like we see these other nations without a husband, without a true power, doing all types of crazy shit, and our people chose that. Our forefathers chose that bullshit. You know? Now is the time to turn back to our husband. As a matter of fact, I just did a lesson earlier today. Where is your husband? Because the same thing that applies to us, applies to you women. Where's your husband? You're walking around bare. Because it is the man, your power, that's going to protect you in these days. You know?
Yeah, and ultimately, that's why we're powerless. You know, hey, if you do something against your husband, hey, he has the right to put you away. You know, and the Lord put us away for a season. You know, but the water how about you outside for the mercy that we get. You know, the mercy that we get to even come out here and preach His word and rising us back up. You know, so we can have that merit. You know, we're trying to reach that merit stuff and spoken about the scripture. Right? You know, returning back into our power. You know. That covenant, so to speak, you know. He's going to put something here. It says, and I will forget this and turn away from their wicked ways, and then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land.
Exactly. The Lord put us out the house. He kicked us out and then turned his back. Closed the door and locked it for a period of time. And what is that time? That time is now where the Lord is actually starting to turn his head and give an ear to those who have repented, those who acknowledge their wicked ways, the elect. We are now in that time when Yahweh Shai is about to visit this earth on a level that these people just don't understand.
Yeah, brother, get Ezekiel 16, chapter 6. Not to, just to back what you're saying, Ezekiel chapter 16. Because you're going into Israel being likened as his wife. And that chapter explains it perfectly. Keep going though, brother, keep going.
But yeah, I mean, we were put out. We were left bare. The Lord said, okay, you want to follow these nations? I'll give you to these nations. Don't call me when you have your tribulation. Don't call me when you need help. Don't call me when you're thirsty, when you're hungry, and when you want good food, and when you want to be put back on top. And so when I'm ready to bring you back in, you know? And that's exactly what happened unto the men of Israel. The Lord actually turned us away. But now we're in that time where, you know, like I said earlier, the Lord is trying to give an ear to the prayers of the elect. You know, He's trying to look at us in ways that we haven't been looked at in a very long time. And that's with grace and with mercy. You know? But a lot of you people don't understand that. But very soon you will. I talk about it a lot. Very soon you will understand what grace and mercy looks like. When you don't have it, then you're going to need it, and you're going to want it, and it's just not going to be there for you. There, you got something else?
No, I got the Ezekiel 16, 12, 4. This Ezekiel 16, I'm starting to stop. And it says, again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know their abomination. You know, that's what you're seeing right here. You're seeing the prophets professing wickedness throughout the four corners of the world. And he's telling Israel, hey, man, what the hell off? You know, to come back, you know. It says, and say, thus saith the Lord power unto Jerusalem, thy birth and thy nativity is to the land of Canaan. Thy fathers were the Amorites, and thy mother the Hittites. Meaning, we were following their tradition, you know. Well, what it's talking about in that verse is, before we became a nation, we had to conquer the land of Canaan. Okay, so, before the Lord even made us a nation, father and mother of that land, they were Hebrews. Right? Which, I mean, you're not wrong, but it's specifically touching on the fact that that land that we inherited was the heathen land. So your birth came from being heathen. You know what I'm saying? You really said it. It says, verse 4, and as for thy nativity, because you have a heathen, you have a Christian who will say, well, it says here that the Israelite father and mother was a Hittite and an Amalekite. They don't know how to break it down.
Stop from the top of the level
From that verse? From the top of the chapter.
Yeah, it's Ezekiel 16 and 1. It says again, the word of Yahweh came unto me saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know her abomination. Whenever the Lord deals with the nation of Israel, he goes to his prophets. He's always spoken through the mouth of his holy prophets to warn the people of what's to come and what's going to happen to them, you know?
Right? And it says, and say, thus says the Lord, power unto Jerusalem, thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan.
And that word Jerusalem is the people, you know, not the land, although the land is the people, but it's the people of Jerusalem, Israel.
Okay? It says,
because you can, land is just land, right? So, just like it was Canaanites in that land before us, but when we got put in that land, it totally changed. It became a place of peace. Yeah. Look at the land today. What is it? It's chaotic. I was looking at a clip earlier, and you got them motherfuckers in these big ass, they look like fucking dweebs, bro. And they walking in the land.
That's how you know it's a spiritual thing. Jerusalem and the Joshua, city of peace. We come down like I don't want to chop it up, but it's a spiritual thing. But it's for us. Anybody can be on that land right now.
Right.
Well, it's for so-called Hebrew Latinos and Native Americans.
And even more specific, it's not even talking about the whole nation, because only the elect, is coming in that heritage and culture of peace, right? I was watching a video from earlier, the one with beautiful video, I was watching, about proper etiquette. Brothers get together and you don't want to be that brother that first person and put his hand in the food or overindulge in snacking and making all, stuff that you adopted from the world. We have etiquette and manners and things within our culture. That's part of being an Israelite, right? So we're learning these things as a brotherhood. The rest of these, they don't give a fuck about proper etiquette, manners, right? So they're not coming under that vibration of a city of peace, right? We are. So when the brother was referencing Revelation, how the bride comes down as a new city, that is the elect, right? Because we're going to build the nation back. We're one of those men. And so long, brother, for having my head covered. So we're going to build the city, beginning with the elect, and then from there you're going to see and do whatever the city do. A whole other level of royalty. Right? You go to England today, you look at the so-called royal family. They perceive themselves and they put off like they have proper etiquette and moral. They got moral. No.
First of all, how they got proper etiquette? They got the men walking around with stockings and wigs like women. You know what I mean? That's backwards right there. You know what I mean? They're royalty. They're not even perceived to how the Lord told men to dress and women to dress.
Prince Charles on Epstein, all right? Get the fuck out of here. It's not a real voice. Yeah. All right? Joke. But go ahead, brother.
Back in Ezekiel 16 and 4, and it says and as for thy nativity in the day thou was born, thy navel was not cut, neither was thou washed in water to supple thee. That was not salted at all, nor swaddled at all.
Yeah, because when a baby comes out, it's what? Clean. That's why he said he was really good. Really good.
Verse 14 again, and it says, verse 4 again, in Ezekiel 16, when it says, and it's for thy nativity, in the day that thou was born, thy neighbor was not cut, neither was thou washed in water.
Which means what? The baby kind of, all got all that shit on it. Long ass, nasty ass umbilical cord. What the fuck is this? They gotta get this in order. We gotta get this baby in order. Lord is letting you know before I came to you, shorty, you was dirt. You was a dirt ball. Going from land to land, because we was known as children, right? We were just pitch tent. We was going pitch tent. Right? You read about Abraham. You read about Jacob. Forefather Jacob. We were going just pitch tent. You know what I'm saying? Before we had our own land, we became a nation. We had our own trades and cattle and army and military. Way before King David and so before we had land and a nation, we would just travel and pitch tent as children. Right? Lord said before I touched you, you just roaming and roaming. Man.
Yeah.
That's how he's talking to you.
Oh, and I got to correct something too. Because I did say that we didn't have to stand in an army, but that stands corrected because during the time of King David and King Solomon, we did have an army. So I just want to correct that. But for the most part, before that, we really didn't have a standing army. Am I correct?
Well, in a sense, right, we always have men of war, all right, even with Moses, the Levites, he came down to it and put the ass to death. But Joshua had men ready to go to battle. All right, we had to get the land of Canaan, we had to war with the Canaan. So we always had men of war, but the actual army, that real army, that wasn't there for 4 days. Men of valor, they talked about them, which was the elect, by the way, brothers that was part of David's army was the elect, by the way. But the scriptures describe those men as one of those men being able to put 100 to flight. And it was on a different level. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay, I just want to specify that.
Come on, back in verse 5, it says, that was not salted at all, nor swallowed at all.
Yeah, when he said salted, meaning cleansed off, right? Or swallowed, meaning somebody caring for you. Somebody gave it for. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 5, it says, none I pity thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion unto thee, but thou wast cast out in the open field to the loathing of thy person and the day that thou was born. And when, verse 6, and when I passed by thee, and I saw thee polluted in thy own blood, I said unto thee, when thou wast in blood, live yet.
See, that's mercy. You know? The Lord saw a nation of people and actually had love for those people. Cleaned us up, washed us up, gave us His glory, gave us His statutes, and what? Became a God unto us. Became a power unto us.
Brother, you get
you know?
Get Deuteronomy 7 and 6 real quick.
It goes off with the promise that he made unto Abraham, Isaac, and unto Jacob. You know? Because these things have been prophesied since the beginning. You know? So the Lord was the chosen people that the Lord was going to get this grip on you. You know? And you can't, just looking on from the outside in, today you can't really tell those people are. Because Israel is in a lower state. You know? But this is that was proof that needed to happen.
Let him get that Deuteronomy real quick.
And this is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. It says, that thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people.
Above all people. Not some, you know, all people. Go ahead, bro.
That are upon the face of the earth.
That's right. Yeah, so Yahweh Shem Yahushua has chosen the nation of Israel to be His and His own, you know, and going into the book of Ezekiel, as the brother was bringing out, the Lord has to clean them, you know, the same way He's done now, or the same way He's doing now. You know what I'm saying? He's actually got us going through the wash cycle. You know, to clear our minds, clear our spirit, give us that gift of faith where we can believe, because the times is coming is going to be rough. And now is the time to get right and have to understand the time that you're about to go into. You know? Yes or no?
Nah, I was thinking, coming in the thing, like you said, with being wise. What's the old saying? What you don't get in the wise, you get in the rest.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's an ongoing thing, I'm basically saying. It's not really true you're being wise, but it's still more to it, you know? You know what I mean? You gotta get ready too, Get the rest of the shit out, and then continue on.
And how you watch, it's 57, you watch by the word. I went back to that Deuteronomy real quick in Psalms 147 and 19. It says he showed his words unto Jacob and his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation, and as for their judgment, they have not known them. Praise you out, watching you outside, And so with that, you see the nation of Israel waking back up. So that,
all through the scriptures, I said this last week, it says the God of what? Of Israel. Nobody, no other nation. No Moab, no Ammon. Definitely not easy,
Yeah, really, that's it. That's the end of the argument. And how do Christians try to get around it? Just read that. There's no getting around it. You're not going to go back and forth with you. How, as the scripture say that no other nation has known his statutes and commandments, how y'all got the understanding of the scripture?
Right.
How y'all got the understanding of who the Israelites are? He wasn't giving you a nigga. That's why y'all can't see things. Y'all don't have a spiritual eye because that's not your inheritance. Your inheritance is not the understanding of the Holy Scripture. That's our heritage. These scrolls are passed down from our lineage, our family members, our forefathers. How the fuck you gonna understand a book that wasn't given you in your forefathers? That don't make sense. It's a family code. It's a family. This is like the Johnson family, right? They can pass down a secret recipe through the whole generation, and you come in the crib. Hey, I know I got recipes. They're like, you listen. Pepper, right?
That's where the ish comes in.
You know what I'm saying?
You missing a couple things. It's like, why would, if this thing for us, why would he give another nation the spirit? You know what I mean? That don't make sense. The spirit is for who? For us.
Like you'll notice, like a lot of these family restaurants that get big enough to have chains. The chains will branch out to different states, but that original restaurant with family at it, ain't gonna take it. Because you ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the understanding of what it, you know what I'm saying? It's been passed down. So Christianity, it sounds like this might be the truth. Right. But then once the family comes in, and you're like,
Yeah, right.
hell is this?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's like these niggas out here.
Started with this.
Like these niggas that walk around with that fake ass jewelry. It looks good.
Yeah.
Until that diamond test to come up on it.
Or show someone with the actual
The real shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. These niggas say, I don't even want to be there. That's why, and that's just a little topic, but that's why you don't ever want to take things in the flesh. You'll have a nice talk, and then you see some better for them. It's constant. But just you're satisfied with the truth.
That was the point, because that's exactly what Israel did. Israel was going after things of the flesh instead of things of the spirit, which is why it's very important that the elect had to be separated, because we, and I say we, because I'm one of them, so hopefully, but we look at things in the spirit, in a time where you have to look at things in the spirit, because everybody's walking around with this partner attitude that, they can't be touched, they can't be stopped, they can't be ripped, they can't be this, that, or the other, but that's the wrong mindset to be in. And that's what the men of Israel has done for a very long time.
Niggas is dying too. I just got word that guy I used to work with, he's 34. He died.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so it's a justice coming out here, man. The Lord is justice, man, No, he was one of them guys that was into like spiritual, he was really unhealthy, man. Drink all the time, smoke all the time. He had a vicious cigarette. I don't know how he died. It wasn't from any virus. He was kind of I think it's just from the joke. He's kind of overweight. But either way, that's what goes to the point. I think he could be Israelite more, but there was a lot of times I was like, this nigga Edomite. So I don't know. We'll find out in the case. But either way, he does it. He could have done left and right. In brutal ways.
I think the philosophies of the system sometimes, we try to look at people spiritually, but because of the philosophies of sometimes the Israelites might have ways of the be more vice versa. Because it's a big melting pot of fucking iniquity.
That's why Paul tells you that the angels is going to put out the sheep from the goats. Go ahead, bro. I mean the wheat from the tail.
It's Ecclesiastes with Rock 18 and 20, and it says before judgment, examine thyself.
Examine yourself. Because a lot of people don't examine themselves. And if they do, they're examining themselves on a carnal level. Am I making it in this world? Do I have enough money in this world? Do I have a 401k in this world? Do I have this in the world? Do I have a wife in the world? They're examining themselves carnally. You know what I'm saying? And like what the brothers just bring, or what the brothers are bringing out, was the people just aren't examining themselves. And when judgment hit them, they don't understand where it came from.
Yeah, right. It says, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy.
Exactly. In the day of these times that's coming, you shall find mercy. And you got the prophets out there on the highways and byways. Up in D.C. right now, you got a very powerful camp going on. Very powerful camp going on. But like how many drinks are actually stopping by to listen? They right there at, I believe at the train station. Yeah, so you got people coming in and out of the train station, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them are just walking past as if it's nothing. But that's their lot.
And I think that, it's not the Lord's method for that, because in metropolitan areas, you got so much going on. People focus on, they got tunnel vision. They focus on where they have pointed, they trying to get the B and C. So, you want to see the prophets out there. If it ain't meant for them to get it, they ain't going to get it. Metropolitan areas. Ezekiel 16 and 6, and it says, and when I passed by thee, and I saw thee polluted in thine own blood, I said unto thee, when thou wast in blood, live. Yea, I said unto thee, when thou wast in blood, live. And also that's the Lord makes him good on his promise unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He made us to live. He continues to give us that breath of life. We are sick that too. And Jake ain't coming on to that because it makes the flesh uncomfortable.
What you talking about specifically though? That's why I had that brother get that deal on the service. To live is what? To have the law, statutes, and commandments. Because remember what Moses said when he brought it to him, he said, I set before you this day life and death. That's what makes us separate from the other nations. To live. To have the law, statutes, and commandments. Because if you don't have those, you're not living.
Yeah, just a beast, like you said. A beast. That goes back to the cutting of the ability, wiping the blood off, getting the baby clean, baby. You know what I mean? Because without the law, statutes, and commandments to understand it in the spirit, we are what? Like you said, brothers, it's beast. It's like a refugee damnation out there. It's going to and fro. It's existing.
Doing whatever is pleasing to the flesh at the moment. If I want to eat cat, I'll eat cat. They have nothing that makes me feel guilty about doing what they do. If I want to fuck another man, I'm a man, I'll do it. There's no guilt, there's no moral code for it. So when we look at these things, we're like, how can a person do that when they don't have a spirit that convicts them?
It's a lack of faith of the Heavenly Father. You know what I mean? It's a lack of faith that there's actually a higher. People say they believe, Christians and these other nations say they believe in a God and this and that. But if they really believed in a God, they would have restrictions of how they move. They do their day in and day out. They just do like after Alex Crowley said, do as thou wilt. If you had a higher power, you wouldn't just do as you wish,
It shows you the Lord hates because that wasn't given to them. They can't have faith in the power because the Lord didn't give it to them. right? It has to be given unto you. Just like 2/3 of our people, they don't get it, Lord. It has to be given to you to want to walk righteously, to be in order. If it's not given to you, then the Lord don't like you already. Point goes to it. There's nothing we can do to help you. People simply tell you that he has blinded some, to others he has open eyes, he has open. And the scripture tell you who eyes can you open that he has shut. You know? Y'all can bounce around because that Ezekiel can go on.
Yeah, I'm holding it for a minute. Oh, you got something? Yeah. Just another scripture. This is Isaiah 1 and 3. It reads, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Yasha'Allah do not know, my people do not consider, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupted. They have forsaken Yahweh, they have provoked the Holy One of Yasha'Allah, we just spoken of. This is of Israel, not other nation, right? The Holy One of Yasha'Allah, unto anger. They are gone away backwards. Like you said, we are stiff-necked people, right? We're not listening, right? We backslide. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. And that's our people. We wax and work and work. You can see it all the time, right?
Yeah.
The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Go ahead, brother.
Every one of you gates are sick. Every one of you gates is just messed up in the head.
Yeah, I seen a nigga the other day. This nigga, he had to be 700 pounds, 600 pounds. Nigga get out of the car. The bucket of KFC fall on the ground and shit.
Damn!
He looked up, he had the guilt in his eye. He looked up and I said, this nigga gotta get shit back to the field now, man.
He just had that look like, I know
He's like a badass child, bro, but he's old as fuck.
He like got stuck up, right? He got caught slipping, right?
Like y'all know the bucket shit, the bucket.
Y'all know what that bucket cost? That's what I'm saying. Like you know, because some people, they be ordered, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, y'all spending $50 on that bullshit? What? $50 on that bullshit? When you, I'm just saying, our subject was for $50 at the grocery store. We eat for about a week. We can change if you do it right.
y'all heard about Uncle TJ in the hot spot.
No shit. When was y'all gonna rebuke his ass at the family? Let this nigga walk in like that.
He couldn't get out the car.
Last time he ate some kale.
You know what I'm saying?
Some arugula.
And then you try to rebuke them, and they might become your enemy.
Oh, they did.
You know, you try to, hey, look, man, you need to be healthy, man. Your health. Look, motherfucker, I've been living longer than you, and I'm still here. This nigga dead next year. I ain't going to the funeral. I ain't going to the funeral. How about that?
Anytime Jake try to do something right, what happened with niggas? They try to play. He's trying to eat all healthy and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's a bad thing. You know? I got one more verse and then brother. Isaiah 1 and 6. From the sole of the foot even to the head there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises. And putrefied sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment.
You haven't found the medicine. You don't know the cure for your disease. A lot of you seem to think that your cure is what this devil gives you, or what you can come out with on the end or on this side. Right. You're missing the point. And the point is, the only way to be cured, and that's the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, is to come back to your true power. The power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. There's no other way. You can't go up another way and accept good results. You know what I'm saying? And if you do accept a good result or see a good result, it's only to your demise at the end. Because unless you're following the Lord's statutes and commandments, as the brother brought out earlier, of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're just destroyed. You're given unto your own delusion. That's why it's very important, going back to the beginning, where is your husband? Because your husband has set rules He set a foundation just for you to live by in his house. There's no way around it. Because if your kids don't follow the rules of your household, what do? You chastise him, and if you don't get it, you kick his ass out.
Right.
Yeah, brothers, I don't care how good a woman looks. If she's not submissive, you gotta leave her alone. I can't be in a relationship, especially in this truth. Brothers should not be in a relationship with no woman that is not submissive.
Bad.
Even if she's bugged out. I'm talking to her 29, she's in Christianity, stay in the world. And she understands submission. You know what I'm saying? She understands the role of the woman. That's all we need. Because there's not their job to have it. You know, we've been calling it with the men. You know? You go on that and you're dealing with a woman because she looks good or she's appealing to the ass, that's when it hurts you in the long run. If she doesn't have the mindset of serving you, she don't have the mindset of helping you, she don't have the mindset of you being a leader. You know, she just set on what she wants, getting a bad career. You know? You don't understand what life is about.
You just with a woman because of the physical appearance. You're still into the worldly thing. You know, remember, we say we're spiritual man. So if you just look, and of course we all like what we like, you know what I mean? But if that's the sole reason why you with her, because she looks good, then, hey, you're still into the worldly ways of this world, you know? Hey, and I remember when I first came into the truth and was listening to the elders, they said, and this truth might not have that dime piece you used to have back in the day. She might not be physically appealing, but she's really for you. You know what I mean?
That's right. Exactly. I mean, you might have to cut women off.
Yeah, what are her hobbies? What are the things she like to do? You know? Like Tori told me she stole. I heard that. I said, huh? Stole.
Young?
Stole.
Oh, she stole. Okay. At a young age? Oh, man. What? Hold on now. The music stopped.
You know, hold it now. But you'll talk to chicks and they don't have no woman like hobbies. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They just, and if they go to the gym, it's because they want to feel like a fucking Nicki Minaj. They don't like to cook. They don't like to clean. They don't like to, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the womanly traits anymore. The last time I seen a woman sew, that's what I taught me. My great grandma, you know, it's a blessing she's still alive. You know, pushing 100. But I would see her sewing as a kid. You know what I'm saying? That you don't see that no more. Literally got the rocking chair down south. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that shit. Even in the older women, you don't see it. They have left off from what women used to be, and now why the fuck should I take my clothes so fucking pieces? I got a hole. I got to throw my shirt out because I got a hole, and I got a woman that's supposed to be doing this stuff. We ain't supposed to be going out that stuff. The woman's supposed to take care of medicine, herbs. She's supposed to have all a cabinet full of concoctions from the earth. So when you get a cold, when you get a headache, you get fever, your baby got all that stuff covered for you. And if you don't know, you go to learn for it. You know, that's her job as a woman to learn how to take care of her husband. Yeah, that's her main purpose, to learn how to take care of her husband. Regardless of what this world is teaching them, that's their purpose. That's what the Lord told them, their true purpose was. To be help you unto Adam. You are to serve him. I'm not putting it to your service, having kids. Yes, the fuck you are. Right. And that's a beautiful role. Don't let the serpent tell you otherwise. Because the serpent is telling them that's slavery. No, that's righteousness and orderly. That leads to a lineage and legacies of family that's order. Your ego and pride leads to destruction and harlotry and broken homes.
And that's a beautiful thing. Because everything in the scripture is 2 and 2. The way we went off on what our husband is the same way our wives went off on us. We are their power. You know? So right now, these women are brute beasts. They have no order. They have no law. They have no discipline. They have no direction. And what the brother brought out earlier, they're just brute beasts. And you know, quite honestly, you got to look at them and stuff. You know? Unless you have a woman that actually goes with you, that's what you got.
Yeah, that's a good point. You at least got to be able to work with them.
Yeah.
Because they coming out the world too. If you are not even able to shape her, then you got to let her go. If she's not willing to learn and grow, because, you know, you can deal with a chick that's so rough around the edges. You're like, okay, I can deal with that. I'll take the lead and show her healthy eating, a healthy lifestyle, a healthy mindset, you know. We always advise brothers, don't force Hebrew Israelite heritage on them. They don't, look, the woman's in the world, let her be in the world. Scripture tell you, she be worldly but pleased to dwell with you. Don't try to, if they have an unbelieving wife, just don't be trying to, you gotta get a president. Then you make your burden hard. Because then when you put her off, now you burning again, and you sit here watching porno, being off. You know, don't let us want to be restricted to that, but sometimes we get that dark for brothers. Like you're being fucking slavery. You know what I'm saying? But if the Lord sends you something your way, use wisdom with it, right? And you don't make your burden harder than it has to be. A lot of times brothers get the Lord give a brother a woman, and you trying to make her feel it. That ain't gonna work, brother. You under the curses. Now you done threw away something that will calm your burden because you trying to be over righteous and make her into the elect lady. That ain't your place forward. You don't know who the Lord's gonna say. If he pleases to dwell with you, if you ain't been a complete demon, just deal with her on wisdom. You know?
Also, if you have a wife, you have not. You know, and you might have a woman that's there with you. You know, and like I said, you got to deal with it with you because just so we feel in this way, and we going off, you feeling that stuff is still going off. You know, if you bearable, hey, when you call all y'all about you outside, it's something you do.
First, we're about to approach we're past the approaching Isaiah 4:1. So, brother, that's the last thing you're concerned to be a woman. They're going to be readily available very soon. To the point you don't be like, God damn, fuck away.
I ain't going outside.
It's basically what you're going to be is a come up. The economy's going to be deteriorating. Everything's going to be high. Women are going to see men, look for strong men that are getting better and they're going to want to see them.
Yeah.
And now you say there's nothing wrong with that. You know, women fathers knew how to give their daughter to a proper man at the come up. You know,
it was a business transaction.
You know, it was that easy and that simple. You know, but now you put certain things on Esau put certain things on the forefront. You know, and switch things around. And
that's why they would raise their daughters to be so righteously and orderly. Because I'm selling her to you.
Yeah,
that's why I got a diary. Oh no, brother, you got to pay for what I've raised.
Right.
You got all the qualities that make you happy. Run me that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I want 100 of them things. They're going to be like, damn, 100? I got to work 2 more years.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if she's beautiful.
Yeah. But that's a righteous order.
Yeah.
The father's like, nope, you want the market. Already got a man who's working for you. He said he'll have the dowry within 2 years. Okay, father, okay. That's how that would work. It's not you just sitting around picking and seeing and dating and flirting and all this habit. Baby, you off the market. I already got you, brother. You sit wait. You know? And that's what we want. That's the city of peace. That's your office. Right? Everything is in proper order. We're gonna have daughters, and we're gonna give our daughters to brother's sons. I may go over a brother crib in the kingdom today. I like some of yours. I think it's deal with purpose. With my daughter, we're gonna match them together. That's the stuff that's gonna be going on. There's gonna be a righteous order. You think our daughter's gonna be choosing in the kingdom? I want him. Hell no. I don't give a damn. You got 100,000 daughters, 100,000 daughters in the kingdom. All 100,000 of them, you gonna choose their husband.
If the woman was in the kingdom, the woman was pointing, well, who she wanted in, we bringing some of this world into our world. Yeah, you know what I mean? We supposed to be done with this world. This place getting burnt up. You know what I mean? And its philosophies and ways.
Can you imagine being on the throne and your daughter coming in? Hey, I met him. What? I'm the king. You bringing some rando in? Right. No, it ain't gonna hurt like that.
You know, there are certain choices that women just aren't gonna make it to kingdom. You know, and that's one of them. You know, the men are gonna have complete rule of their own household. You know, That's what it's going back to. Amongst all nations, not just Israel, because the heathen got to learn it too. You know?
And it's okay for your wife. If your wife sees a young man, and she's like, oh, I think this is nice, but you got to run it by who first?
By you.
It's okay for you to see something and like it, but you got to run it by me. I'll make the final decision.
That's right. Yeah.
That's how they run.
Exactly.
Nowadays, they just sit right past the father. What the hell going on? I was cussing out my mom. I was telling, like, not cussing out, what I mean. You know, like, yo, look. They told me about my sister and her baby daddy. He wants joint custody. He don't want to have joint custody because I said, look, that's that man's daughter. Let that man have joint custody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be taking away this man's authority. That's his shit. So I told her, no, she needs to give him joint custody. Not only that, for one, that'll help her load, because she already got too many. But women just went off emotion.
I want to hurt him. I don't want to.
I said, look, I ain't even listening to this. I'm out. You heard what I said? I'm done. You know what I'm saying? How the hell are you going to take the authority away from a man? That's why this kingdom has to be destroyed. I don't give a damn how you feel. That's my son. When the Lord told Abraham to touch, after Ishmael was gone, so he only had one son. And that was his only son by herself. After he told him to sacrifice Isaac, you think Sarah had anything in that?
Not at all.
Don't you kill my son? Don't you put my son at there? Abraham would have probably beat her ass. No, my Lord told me to do this, and he was going to do it. Right when he was about to speak, exactly. I just got the word from you. Don't tell you no, so don't do it. It shows you how men operated back then. And Sarah was, you know what Sarah was doing? In the house, none of my business. So let me tell you, I believe in Titus, Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. So Sarah, it's the word Sarah in the Hebrew, Sariah, which means princess. She understood her role as a woman to the people. So she didn't buckle with that Abraham. You know? So for all you Christian-going women, you Bible-thumping women, if I had a child with you and I had to put him to death, would you stop me? If you stop me and say, no, curse the Most High, Job. Job ain't have a righteous woman. Job had a wicked one. Everything was cool. He had all the cattle, all the riches, all the kids living. Okay, you my Lord. As soon as everything started getting taken away, curse the Most High, Job. That ain't a woman you want. Lot's wife. The angels come, tell your ass, don't look back. She don't look back anyway. And what Lot, I told her, you heard what happened. Lot ain't look back. His wife was stoned. Lot ain't look back, so if Lot would have looked back, if he heard that, because I know he heard it while she was stoned. Lot.
That's the next one.
Look back. He might have had a tail for it. Look back.
That's our women today. But what about, look, I told you something already. There should be that. They got a question. You know what I mean?
You know they had to hurt. That's a woman. The woman died right behind you like that. Come on, brother. But a lot knew, if I was bad, that's my ass. And that's the understanding. That's why the scripture say, he that hate my mother, God, or wife, which is going to say that word hate means to love less. Right? Why? Because the Lord can give you another son. A better son. He can give you another daughter. A better daughter. He can give you a better woman. And that's right for the Lord. He gave you anything you got, the Lord gave it to you. So when you holding on to something, the Lord tells you to walk away from it, walk away from it. That ain't that you didn't create that spirit. The Lord created that spirit. Maybe he wants that spirit for something, for another purpose. That's why he's taking it out of your life. It ain't for you to tell the Lord, don't take this from me. Who the hell are you? You gotta do what the Lord tells you to do, man. You know, they gotta stop this goddamn pride for me spirit. And you see that within these Israelite camps, right? Me, my story, my biography. And that's why I'm glad, the elders, that order came down, man. Because we're not giving you no more of our energy, man. You're just going to dry out on your own. They're going to give you no more energy, man. Go ahead, folks. Let's get back on the road.
And that's what a good wife does. Obeys her husband. A good wife respects her husband. And quite honestly, it boils down to that too. A good wife will fear her husband. You know, and that's what we fell out of when we turned our back on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We didn't respect him on the level that we should have. You know, and we just went off.
Yeah, bro. You still got a put him? You got one?
Oh, yeah. This is going into the daughter, how a man have rule of it. Sirach 26 and 10, it says, if thy daughter be famous, keep her in straightness, lest she abuse herself to overmuch liberty.
You familiar with Israel?
Yes,
You come closer, bro.
You was listening. You read it one more time,
Yeah, I heard you say Israelites down there, that's what I heard.
Oh, yes, sir. This is Sirach 26 and 10. It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straightness.
Yeah, no, it's not like today's time where women just run the blood. Women have really do whatever they want, you know? So now you got women that have children or whatever it is, you know, raising up what's the called the children that are raised up by these women. That too. But that's what you get, you know, letting your women just run abroad.
Yeah, because they choose men. They don't choose men based off of the morals or the laws of the house like They choose men off, oh, he's cute. Oh, he smells like. Oh, I like his cute. Carnal, consistent things. And then you get a baby by the dude and find out, oh, he wasn't the guy for me. Because he told him off the wrong thing. While the father would choose the man. The father was better man. He'll invite the man over to his house. Who's your fault? That's what the father would ask him. Who's your fault? Who's your fault? What's your place? What's your job? What did you do? You have enough money to support my daughter. Things of these natures. You know, how much cattle do you have? You know, does he have a good reputation? I'm going to ask other men in the community about this guy. Does he have a good reputation? And the father finds these things out amongst other men, because other men going to keep it real. Other men going to say, nah, that he's late. He's telling you to be a good man, but he's late. He ain't good for my daughter. Right? A father would choose a man based on the ways of Yahweh. So she would give a marriage with a man that they would provide. She didn't put how he do. Women don't care about looks anyway. They say they do, but they really don't. Because if a man got a lot of money and able to provide comfort, they'll choose him. So we care about looks more than anything. They care about comfort. So if a man's able to provide comfort, they'll choose him, you know? Go ahead, bro.
And it says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straightness, lest she abuse herself to overmuch liberty.
Let me say this. A father's supposed to keep an impudent eye over his daughter. He's supposed to watch her like he watched nothing else. You know, to keep her in straightness. You know? When that girl starts going off, the father's supposed to be there to put her ass back in check. You know? He's supposed to correct her. You know? No, you're not going out with those hoes. You're going to stay here, you know, you're going to do what you need to do. You know? He's going to give her a good counsel. You know, he's going to instruct her in wisdom. You know? He's going to use wisdom to instruct his daughter. You know?
And they're not supposed to be able to go to mama neither when they don't agree.
Exactly.
The reason why you know that this place is in our rest. I say it all the time. Who is a white man can't be a man in this society. You can't. What you just said about how we're supposed to take care of our daughters, you can't do that. Not at all. Because as soon as we say, hey, you don't do that. That's not beneficial. Well, why not? Because I said so. When you take it back, what you going to do? Mom. Dad said it. That's over.
At a very young age.
So what does that do? That causes, and if you really a man, most of our men is like in a sin. Right? You got a woman that is going, what's that going to do? That's going to cause disruption in the other situation you're doing. Right? Now your household is running from you. What we do right now, they let the woman. You know what I mean? Then keep on standing on it. Now you got to be squeezed out the house.
And now you become a simp. Because a lot of men, when that happens, they start just accepting it. This is pussy.
Happy wife, happy life.
It's it.
Nah. But at the end of the day, you really feel like shit. Yeah, God. You ain't stand on your foot, you ain't stand on principle. You know? That's it, right? A woman compassion a man. You know? You got. No, I was gonna say that makes men become more carnal, not more building up a spiritual. Now on the outward, they gotta overprove that they a man. You know, when they would, when I say go, but you know, real people know, man, when you go in the crib, he like this stuff in his chest. You know what I mean? All the hey, brother, how's it going? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know?
Well, that's your life, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a previous thing to you. I mean, you should really feel bad about if that's your life. You know, like when you have to give your strength over for a woman. You shouldn't have to give your strength over for a woman. You're a man, you know? But, you know, this thing is bad, man.
Don't know that or let your yay be yay or let your nay be nay. Yeah, not sometimes. All the time, you know?
Right. Don't argue with him, you know, because that argument shit is really incriminating. You know, just let it go.
That's being a moment.
Yeah.
And that's why we teach men, brothers, that your main focus and your purpose is to be growing in who you is as a man. You're not created to chase women. You're not created to chase money. Money is a defense, but that's not something you put your all for. You use it as a defense. You're not here to worship all these carnal things. Your main purpose is to feel good created. Because when you die, you're not taking none of it. You're not taking big booty pieces. You're not taking your car. You're not taking your Jordans. You're not taking the money you got in your savings. You ain't taking none of that shit. And the Lord don't care about none of that. He cares about the inner man. What does the inner man look like? And if you're working on that inner man daily, then you have a better chance of being accepted by your Lord when you're still back. Because he's going to see, what is the Lord going to see when he calls you back? Is he going to see your flesh or is he going to see the spirit? His body, this is not us. When we look like it's not us. The spirit is. So when you get called back, they're looking at your spirit. And if that spirit is a defiled spirit, where that spirit going to go? Judgment. Right? Put him on the side here for wait for judgment. Right? Go ahead, brother.
This is the chain of darkness.
Yeah, these bodies are going to change. The scriptures tell you when the Lord comes back, we'll get a new body. So don't be, if you feel you ugly, brother, you cool. You're going to get a new body in the kingdom.
Glorify one.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of men. Not appeasing your woman. The brother brought out, it's an order to this. The Heavenly Father, the Mashiach Yahushua, man, women, Gentiles. But this damn place is so corrupted. You got a 6'6" dude that is dead, 8 years out the box, chiseled up. So as he come home, the first thing he's doing, he gonna kiss his mama. You gotta see mama first. You kiss her and then go chase a woman on instead of standing on business. You know what I mean?
Or he come back with a coochie up.
Hey yo, hold on, wait, that's the thing. I just seen social media, this woman put up, she said, is the requirement for my life that you have to do time first? Because you know how many of our people, they go and do they bid, now they come home Muslim, you know?
Which brothers who know about it, they know it's all for they get protection from the devil. That's what a lot of them guys, they really don't, we've got into a lot of, what you would call debates with Muslims, and they don't even know what's in the Torah. We bring out sir this, sir that. Let's go back, brother. Go ahead.
I got Matthew 19 and 28. And Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, they which have followed me in the regeneration, and when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne.
When you read that, when you go into that word regeneration, it means reincarnation. Like you're born again. The spirit doesn't die. Right? The flesh is the only thing that dies. The scriptures tell you there's nothing new under the sun. So we've been here many times and times again. The scriptures also tell you in Ecclesiastes that judgment happens under the sun. So what has been happening throughout your incarnation is when you die, you go to the judgment seat. The Lord judges you for what you did in that life, and then you wait 3 or 4 generations and he sends you back down to earth. You may be born handicapped. You may be born mentally ill, or you may be born in poverty. Go ahead, brother. Then you know, what is it in Matthew? What is the guy that was born what is his name?
Oh, yeah, Bob.
Get the judgment after the third, fourth generation. Go ahead, brother. Finish what you saying.
No. That was it. It came from so you had like 4 days, you got every one. I was like,
Which one you got?
I think I read that.
Okay, get it in the Bible so you can read it from the top. Then the brother get the yeah. Get the third and fourth generation for first, and then this one. Then the children of Isaiah. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have something to do.
I got that John 9.
No, you good, brother. We just pick them up right there.
And so,
You good, brother. They good. They just gonna pick up. They just gonna pick up and go.
you talking about when
Let me see your phone real quick.
the brother was blind, and they asked,
Yeah, hold on, but I don't want that one first. You got it? In Isaiah? Hold on, let me get the one. Pull up your browser real quick, bro. You got the Go ahead and read that one, bro.
This is Deuteronomy 5 and 9. It says, thou shalt not bow themselves unto them, nor serve them, meaning other gods and other nations. For I, the Lord, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquities of the fathers unto the children, unto the third and fourth generation.
Yeah, he said he visited. He said he pays the sins of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generation. Why would he wait to the third and fourth generation? Because that's when he sends you back. So you're actually your great grandson, right? So you think, oh, this man got to wait free, but he comes back as the great grandson. That's him getting paid back for his sins. Brother Holby and what is that? Samuel that speaks about Solomon being hit with the stripes of men.
You want me to get the read the Matthew?
No, let's get that John after this Numbers. Get Numbers 14 and 8, and then we'll get John 9. Numbers 14 and 8, and then John 9.
It's Numbers 14 and 8, and it reads, if the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into this land. And
I mean 18. Go up.
18.
Numbers 14 and 18.
Okay. There's Numbers 14 and 18, and it says, and the Lord is long-suffering and great in mercy.
Long-suffering, which means he's patient. Because he's not restricted by time. Time don't work like it works down here. We don't have an 8 p.m. or a Monday and a Tuesday. Go ahead.
It says, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty.
Yeah, he don't think just because the guy didn't get judged in his life for being a nigga that the Lord is just, he cleared him. No, the Lord is patient. So listen what the scripture says.
It says, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation.
Did he wait until the third and fourth generation? That's when he sends your ass back to your seed. He puts your spirit back to your seed. So let's jump to John because they had the understanding of that, and that's why they're going to ask the whole bit. So let's go to
I got it. In John 9 and 1, it says, and Yahweh passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?
They asked the Lord, who sinned? Him or his parents that he was born like this? They understood what we just brought out in numbers. The Lord visits their iniquity upon the third and fourth generation. Did he sin in his past life, or was it his parents? That's how it works. So a lot of people, that's why when the people say, well, it's fucked up, he was born like this, it's fucked up, his life was like, well, they don't have the understanding that maybe he did something in his past life that the Lord has cleaned him for.
I didn't think that was in the Bible, like reincarnation. So I sat there and taught me, and I gotta tell my girl, who was like, yo,
Give me I'm gonna get you one more to show you they had that they had the understanding of reincarnation. Brother, get me. Yep. You on it, brother. You can get it in Luke chapter 9 or Mark. Wait a minute, is that talking about Yahweh said? Yeah. Hold that one, get the one in Luke chapter 9, and then talk about John the Baptist.
Luke chapter 9.
Luke chapter 9, and start at verse 18.
The book of Luke, chapter 9, and verse 18. And it came to pass, as he was alone praying, his disciples were with him, and asked him, saying, Whom say the people that I am? And they answered and said, John the Baptist. But some say Elias.
So some was calling him Elijah, but Elijah already was dead. Why would they be calling him Elijah? Because they understood that the spirit would come back. Right? Keep reading.
And others say that one of the old prophets is risen again.
Others would say one of the old prophets has come back again. Because that was a common understanding within Israel that spirits that got died is reincarnated on the earth. So we just come back. Even when, show you that again, when the Lord comes back to set his kingdom, what's going to happen to our spirits? We're going to be within the kingdom. So the ones that have to come back in the kingdom, it's reincarnation.
Can I get something real quick? This is John 60:63. It says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Flesh, flesh doesn't mean anything. It's decaying. But it's the spirit that keeps living.
So let's finish off that regeneration scripture now that he has understanding.
John. You finishing that?
You want me to...
Yeah, that's the point on that.
Hold on. That's Mark 8. And this is Mark 8 and 27. And Yahweh went out and his disciples into a town in Caesarea Philippi, and by the way he asked his disciples, saying unto them, who the men say that
No, let's go back to the regeneration, the brother that was doing in the regeneration. Because he was telling his disciples what's going to happen when they come back.
What was that at?
Come on, brother. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when we started off with.
You're not talking about
I got it. Back in
What would you do?
Matthew.
Yeah. Matthew 19, yep.
This is Matthew 19 and 28.
This is him talking to the 12 disciples. Go ahead.
And Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration,
So y'all that are following me now, right now, this is what he was saying to the 12 disciples. Y'all that are walking with me right now in the regeneration, in the reincarnation, go ahead.
when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory,
Once I set up my kingdom, go ahead.
he also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Now I come back and set up my throne. You also are going to sit on throne. So he was letting them know when they come back on the earth, they're going to come back and sit on throne. So that's reincarnation in the Bible. No, do you say?
I know about now, but my spirit had to stop by and chop it up with y'all, man. Look, where can I be on?
We out here every Saturday, Lord willing. If we're not right here, then we down there. I'm going to turn it down.
For him or just, I mean, you know,
Right? You see where the bus stop at? We're like a little further down past the bus stop. On the outlet, that corner.
Saturday.
On Saturday, bro. You got YouTube too?
What do?
Yeah,
Y'all, IUIC.
GMS Division, West Virginia. Yeah. Put that in your phone.
Right now.
GMS Division. A lot of stuff should be called for popping up.
Yeah. Oh, you can continue on in this, it goes down to say, technology,
And look,
have to go back and forth and go.
who are the good guys? There was an old
Broadway.
Robert
South America. You ever
I
seen?
never heard of that. My
Yeah,
girl
yeah,
from
oh, so you got another? Oh, so you got another thing too? Okay.
Guatemala. But that is
Well, we was talking about that earlier. You know, if you got a chick, if you don't believe, you know, I mean, that's your thing, you know, it's wrong, but what you really want to focus on is you. Because at the end of the day, you know, you're the head. Scripture people tell you that an unbelieving woman can be saved by a believing man. So you really want to focus on yourself more than trying to put so much on her. Because women, they're the weaker vessel. They're not meant to. If the Lord is calling you, you're coming in your spirit to work.
You know what I mean? Slowly starting to catch on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to come back here. I'm trying to bring her back. Y'all out here, man. Good. What up, man?
All right, brother.
Who's off, man?
Let me say this to you.
Come on.
Let me say this to you. This is considered like the battlefield.
Yes, sir.
So you were supposed to keep your wife at home. You know, so you don't want to bring her out, you know. This isn't the environment for women. This is the environment for men. So you come out here, you learn, and then after you learn, you got this.
Son, it's Isaiah 34.
Yeah, we done had some crazy, believe it or not, we had some crazy stuff happen out here. So, you know, you get demonic people. That
So,
don't
right.
do it. Really from men. First,
It's Isaiah 34:16 says, "Keep you out of the book of the Lord and read."
Yeah, keep you out of the book of the Lord and read. So, you know, if you know, if no some spirit things to come out here and learn or get edified and stuff like that, or even on YouTube to get edified, keep you out of the book of the Lord and read. Write stuff down, just teach that, get the understanding, and pray. You know, it's all about your faith and prayer. You know, so keep you out of the book of the Lord and read that.
And it says, "No one of these shall fail."
Nothing in this book is going to fail. Everything is perfect. All of these scriptures are 100% correct.
If I may add, it's the prophecies, everything that's coming to pass. Have you ever heard of, you familiar with Marcus Luke? Yes, sir. Okay, you familiar with what it is?
listen, when he comes back, we'll let him go tonight.
Okay.
We'll let you go tonight. If you come back, we'll go over some more of that. We'll let you go tonight.
What it was saying was none of these prophecies don't fail. You know, even us being out here speaking His word is prophecy. You know, that's why the Lord says, "Keep out of this book and read." I'm going to finish it off for you. I know you got to go. It says, "No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth hath commanded it, and His Spirit it hath gathered it."
So, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to come back, the Spirit shall gather. You know? And the mouth that is being spoken about is the mouth of the prophet. You know? So, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to come back, when you come back, then, like what the brother said, you need to edify some more. But going, DMS, Virginia, and we got a whole bunch of videos there.
Okay, so y'all here all day, right? Like all day.
Well, we usually start around about 5 or 6. We go in the evening. Around this time, and we go through the night.
Alright. I'm coming back. Y'all gonna see me, alright?
All right.
And hopefully the Lord get around. You know?
In the Norfolk, it's a lot of them coming in. You know, there's what it is. They in the world, so they're going to be in crazy. He did a lot more than what a lot of these niggas is driving, but at least he started. A lot more than he got them burnt lips, so you know he on the, he on the grass.
Like the brother saying, you know, our people, especially our men, we're so quick to want to please our woman. We kept bringing up a woman. You gotta digest it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta get rooted first before you try to bring.
Because he might come.
You can get plucked up if you ain't rooted.
You don't know who you are. That's the problem.
Yeah, but on a serious note, you can get plucked up if you're not rooted. So here you trying to teach other people you ain't rooted in the face yet. So you come trying to teach her in 3 months and like, baby, that shit is good.
I found some more like,
You gotta get rooted. Matter of fact, get that real quick. And then we'll go back touching on the women. And for some reason, the spirit throughout all the camps is on the women. The women, man. You women. Yeah, nigga say, women. I don't like men, so. Did you see the video I put out? Yeah, I watched it. You getting better. Yeah, but I heard him down the street. He was like, they don't do that shit with the Christians. Yeah. Right when he was right there, he just matter of fact, I'm mad at the motherfucker. I'm on my road. These motherfuckers threw out the whole neighborhood on people doing this shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of my castle. Every house I'm gonna go to, they ain't my fucking. The whole wicked.
K-Dub. We call him K-Dub.
And they all niggas. That shit look pitiful, man. They always look goofy in them goofy ass Sunday dresses.
walk around with big ass gang on and
They got the suit, he got the
Big
shirt
ass, throwing the
tucked
court.
in, stomach hunched over,
They choose the baggy.
big ass pants.
Yeah, they do.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Man, you ever hear they break down of the scriptures? That's awful. They only believe 142,000 people are going to live.
Yeah.
That's Matthew 13. I'm talking
Well, that was the case. They asked wasn't making it, so they said he's doing it. Go ahead,
Yeah, no, it's a lot more than only 44,000 in the thing.
It's Matthew 13 and 1. It says that same day went the house out of the house and sat in the sea, sat by the seaside, and a great multitude of
We're supposed to be pouring down, man. So
Yeah, that's what it is.
when the prophets come out, we start to rain, man. It was supposed to pour down. I love it. It was supposed to pour down. It was pouring down earlier. Then it's supposed to come down. But when we leave,
It's going to start flowing, yeah.
It was going down before we came out.
yeah, it was.
Wow. It was.
We used to have power in the sun.
It says, and a great multitude was gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore, and he spake seemed unto them, and terrible saying, behold, a sword went forth from silver. And what's that sword that's being handed up to you? That's the what's that sword? That's the mouthpiece of the heavenly brother, the prophet, our people, you know. In verse 4 it says, and when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came up and devoured them. And that's fowls can do anything, you know. Your family coming by and taking away the seed that was planted, you know. And what the scripture say, the adversary coming quickly when paraphrasing, you know. But that's what you get, you know. That means your ground wasn't stable. You didn't have a foundation, as you were telling the other brother, the guy that came up. It says, and when he sowed, verse 5, some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and for which they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth, and when the sun was up, they were scorched. You know, and that's going to aid a certain Israelite that are coming to these things, you know, and they'll sprout up, you know.
Yeah, with that sun brings the heat.
Yeah.
If you ain't rooted in the faith, and then when it's time to get tested and heat put on, they're going to get scorched. See us, Lord, when we don't live. You know, right now I feel rooted. Right. You know, but that can tell. Lord, if I don't continue with what I have learned, that can tell. But right now I feel I'm rooted. Of course, you can always get more and more deeper roots. The longer trees live, the deeper their roots go into the earth. The longer you stay steady in this truth, the deeper your roots go into, right? But you have to continue in that humility of what you've been learning. You can't stray away from it. You continue in humility and charity and order, your roots will strengthen in what you believe. You become unmovable. So Esau can present whatever. He can put me on CNN, put the face on CNN. Everybody listen. What's his name? I know this. It ain't gonna phase you. You ain't be like, damn, they got my ass fucking goddamn. But it ain't gonna, you ain't gonna be like, shit. You start burning your Israelite. I'm gonna break it to it. So get rid of all the remnants, the evidence. You stay firm in what you are. It's that time. It's that time.
And that's what we're going to come for. It's time to come. Because there's going to be a persecution. You know?
Verse 6 again, it says, and when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away.
Yeah. A lot of them are going to, a lot of Israelites who claim to be in the truth are going to run. They're going to scatter like flies. Especially, you know, the Israelites in these other groups. You know? They're not rooted. They don't even have the name. A lot of them don't even have the name. You know? And then a lot of them don't even have the right doctrine.
You got the Israelites that don't want to be under it. You got to be the person. And I'm going to tell you straight up. My brother, he's black and word for word. He been on the names before me. He said some shit. I got the phone. You know what I mean? It's over for him. You know? He's being a straight nigga. Demon. You know what I mean? And I hope he watching it. You know what I mean? That shit just, you know, when it hit a little closer when it's somebody else, you know, your family, you know what I mean? You see it happen, they wax and work and work. They have no order, you know?
That's why you have to constantly examine yourself, whether you be in the faith.
Yeah, none of us is exempt from being brought down to that level. You know, I've seen men in this thing 20 years, sort of losing it. So none of us can't get high behind it. It's very easy to get high. Well, I've been here 10 years, 11 years, 12 years. I'm a leader now. Yeah, Look, nigga. Every brother's being made into a leader. That's the purpose of it. Right? They just your head, pass it down to you, so you can pass it down to them, so they can pass it down to more men. That's how it works. It don't make you nobody special. I'm made a leader so I can make you a leader, so you can make another brother a leader, so we can lead ourselves out of this fucking captivity. Ain't about you being no grand poop high chief, man. And that's what guys don't understand. You know, they ready to get to their head. But here it is, you want to buck up against the order that the elders have established. Then you go do your own thing, and you're making your own order. So
sudden they want to come up there. You see how hypocritical that is?
Yeah.
Verse 7, it says, and some fell upon thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. It says, but others fell into good ground and brought
Yeah,
up.
that's you got thorns, right? So you got natives, they're disgruntled and hurt, and they start whispering shit in your ear. You know, them brothers stole money. You know, them brothers did that. You know, them brothers did that. And you being a novice, you know, maybe brother, you don't know this brother's personality. You don't know how terrible, charitable, and humble that brother is. He's going off a thorn's word. Hey, I know that old like that. I know that brother like that. And in your novice ass, you never met him. You go put a video up.
Amen.
That's thorns choking.
The blind leading the blind, they both got fallen into the ditch, man. Straight like that.
Like I always like to say, you can find a fault in any man. None of us are how it's that. Just because a man can point out a fault in a man don't make the man a demon. That's the leader, that's the teacher, that's like as Mike Tyson told his trainer, you drinking with somebody. You can't be right. Motherfucker. I told you I told the jab. I told her uppercut. I made you break. Because I got points. And every brother, if any man that learned from them leaders did that, it would be no great. There would be no Michael Jordan. There would be no Michael Jackson. There would be no whoever you think is great in their craft. If they nitpicked at everything they learned, the person they learned from did, they wouldn't become who they were. You gotta learn from somebody. You gotta take from somebody, and all the greats of any craft does that. Right? That's why you can say, okay, the rappers today are better than, so to give you an old rapper. Curtis Blow, like they had that very plain boom bap flow.
Yeah.
Today dudes are very lyrical and in depth and you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, deep analogies and stuff with the way they rhyme. They go metaphors, they go deep. Very lyrical. But they wouldn't have get to that point if it wasn't for the base foundation of the guys that had the boom back. So you can look at it today and be like, man, that shit's crazy. It's like the basketball. Yeah, you can look at a guy and say, oh, well, Isaiah Thomas, his hammer is pretty fucking basic. Not for that time,
No.
For that time, everything was breaking ankles. Of course, you compare him to Kyrie, of course it's going to look plain. Because he has evolved, but it wouldn't be no Kyrie if it wasn't for Isaiah doing what he did or before him.
Wouldn't it be no AI crossover without Tim Hardaway? Tim Hardaway had the first killer crossover. He'll fuck you up back then, you know? But AI, now you see AI got mad, he really dancing, you know, rocking, you know what I mean?
So you can't say, oh, I'm better than my teacher. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as being better than your teacher. You wouldn't be nothing at all if it wasn't for this. So you always have to give that reverence and respect. I don't give a damn if you've been out here 6 years, 2 years. How can you be better than the men that are the reason you even started? And are still doing it. How does that make sense in your head? The men that are the reason you started are literally still out here living. You're saying you're better than them? You just fell on thorns, man. You being choked. There's no possible, there's no such thing as I'm better than my teacher. No such thing.
Real quick, first Timothy 5 and 17.
You can say you may learn something that wasn't taught by the teacher. You may do a little more research on a certain thing. Like, oh, I didn't learn from the elders per se. I did my own little study. But you don't say, oh, I'm better than the elders because I found this out something. Nigga. And when the Lord comes back, you're going to find out the hard way who over who. When that ranking system is implemented. I don't give a damn you knew them Greek right there. This is first in command. This second in command. This third in command. Oh, you thought you was over him, right? Because you was the head over here in this camp here. But guess what? Here, you come on over here. In the spirit, he over you. Right? That's how things are going to work. So you can't think not too highly of yourself. We all just sit trying to do the purpose of the spirit. That's the Peter, how about you know something to get up out of here? Go ahead, brother.
First Timothy 5:17, it says, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor.
Yeah, that ain't something to just say. You get double honor to the elders. You got to mean that. Right? You got to understand that the Lord has put a crazy portion of the Spirit upon the elder apostles. Be able to put out there about a video of the resurrection and with the quality of it. That's a gift that's been given to them. All right? A very immense amount, a portion of the Spirit where man can just keep going. And it's just finished. Right? Meanwhile, you got trouble trying to find a topic. You don't understand that the Lord is dealing with this man on a whole different level? You can't see that? You so engulfed in your own mind of who you think you are, you can't see who the Lord is dealing with? The Lord chose them to lead us on the right path, man. And me personally, I do believe that some of them are part of the 12. You know? I do believe one of them could be Paul. I do believe that. And all you niggas better pray and hope that ain't the case. And you've been disrespecting the 12, you out of your goddamn mind, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. They have not wavered, not once. And if I may, look at the order of the apostles, man. Everybody has their own doctrine now. It's never been wavered. Like, that order is still that order. You don't see none of them walking up and none of that, man. It's been like that, and that's what it is, man. Meanwhile, you look at these other, and I'm just saying, if you look at the other situations, it goes to and fro, somebody falls out, somebody, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's how it is, you know? But this thing it's substantial, you know what I mean?
Even when the brother mentioned the DC temple, when you take even the order amongst brothers, you'll see the great men, that'll be ahead of the tent. Okay, then a brother that's over him in the spirit will come. He'll take a step back, open. Yeah. And then a brother that's over the brother that just came in the spirit will come. He'll take a step open. That's beautiful. That's how things are possible. But a guy that thinks he's high-minded is kind of you don't know a goddamn thing. You lack understanding what this thing is about, man. Go ahead, bro.
Because with that order comes the glorification of Yahweh. You know, especially in the kingdom when there is no order. You know? That's why they look at the camps move with other confusion, like how? You know? Where's the organization? There is none other than Yahweh. That's why they confounded over there.
That's why we don't go on you a group of brothers. The brothers looking at you thinking, oh, you just over you. Not knowing that I've probably got a group more than time you can help. By somebody that's over me. So that's why you got to take your emotions at the and it's so strange to the spirit. You know it's something you need to work on, and that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? It's the end of it. You know, for the betterment of like the brother just said, for the glorification of Yahweh. Go ahead, brother. What's
back in Matthew 13 and 8, and it says, but others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit.
Look at good ground. You know, what the brother brought out earlier. You know what I'm saying? He got into the scriptures, he learned, he built himself, and he taught another man. And that next man taught the next man, etc., etc. That's the good ground.
Yeah, brothers ever seen that picture where like they got a dude on a mountain and he's reaching down, pulling up another one. The other one is reaching down, pulling up. It's like a long line.
same doctrine.
Yeah.
Because a little leaven does leaven makes the whole lump. Yeah.
That's those thorns and those valves coming to take away the truth. You know? So the doctrine is very important. The name is very important. You know? And if you're not teaching the correct doctrine, there's a slight chance you ain't gonna have salvation in this time. You know? Verse 9, and who has ears, let him hear.
And even a guy like that came up, even if he doesn't come back, the Lord can put spiritual people who can let us know that we're doing the right thing. You can have somebody come up and say, man, that guy's doing the right thing. And then that guy can completely lose everything that he just got. The Lord can use people like that. They can let us know that we're all doing the right thing. Which we should already know, but we're definitely doing the right thing. We all those men, as we say in this thing. Like I said last week, I believe. Who else in Virginia doing this right now? Nobody else preparing for the fight. We gonna watch the fight. So we gonna do the work first.
That's right.
Well,
before you picked me up, I was watching the other game. The other from Dallas. He said, hey, we do our business first. Then we deal with our own, our own personal things. Brother, be careful. This world, they just worried about doing what makes them feel good. We gotta stand on business first before anything else. Like you say, well, we watch the fighters, so we gotta do our work first. It's our true professional basis. We gotta stand on that first before anything.
even if you got a woman, you know what I'm saying? You have a woman, but you deal with the business. Like, right now, I got my phone recording. I'm putting some people. And guess what? They better have no problem with living in the camp over. I'm not going to hit you back. Don't worry about it.
My father's business.
Not my father's business. That's what.
But like one of my favorite scriptures, I'll bring out from 2 Ezra 69. We don't have the joyous part is later. You know what I mean? We got to put the work in now. We got to deal with everything, the hardship, the suffering first. Then we get the glory.
The grind, the hustle. You got to love the grind. Like they say, you got to love the grind. You got to love the grind.
No pain, no gain. You know what I mean?
But to tell you, when you look at it like that, it makes you want to work. The grind, hustle. It's so, I like the pain. You know what I'm saying? I like the pain. I like the hurt.
One man said, what he said, scared of the darkness. I was born in it.
He said, oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Yeah, there we go.
I was born in it.
There we go.
Man, I love that to you. He said, I wonder what will break first, your spirit or your body? Batman had all them gadgets.
I show you all that money you had. Still got your ass handed to you.
Even that spiritual on the level. On a very high level.
Yeah, so spiritual. Even the one was my favorite one, the Dark Knight with the Joker. The Joker was laying on the field.
Yeah.
Civilized people out here.
Yeah.
He was jumping dudes. I was like, yeah. I love that.
That's why a lot of those people that play that actor, man, they bugged up. Because Joker's he's meant to be that antagonist that is speaking truth.
Yeah, they say that show you his witchcraft too, because a lot of them actors will tell you, and they getting them characters.
Oh yeah.
Even Method Man was saying how like the guy that he plays on Pose, he literally walks into that guy like a lawyer dude.
Yeah.
They like put on that persona, so playing a crazy dude like that, they literally become the nigga. They said that nigga was, what's his name?
I forget it.
He's the Brokeback Mountain.
They said that nigga was, they interviewed him. Heath Ledger. They said when he would get off there, he would still be in that fucking.
That's why they killed him. That's why he died. They said.
That nigga at Walmart.
They say he was too much into it. He couldn't snap out of it. gonna snap out of that role.
So when you look at that movie, bro, it don't even look acting. It look like, yo, this nigga
That's how I'll be looking at Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, if you watch Johnny Depp now, he bugs the fuck out.
He think he takes drugs too.
He gets into his character. You know, I know this off subject, but Johnny Depp get into his character so much, they don't even look like him anymore. Like his features don't even look like him. He's so much into his character.
That nigga play Willy Wonka, that nigga crazy.
Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands. Wow.
The secret window, what was it called? The secret window or something?
Oh,
remember
yeah, I
he had
know
the corn, he was so into his, no, man, a piece of that character comes with you.
And those be the best actors, and that's Hollywood, so I wouldn't doubt that they're doing some sort of ritual, you know, mind control shit.
Jim Carrey, when he finally took on a serious role, that number 23 or 21, that's when he started, when they, you know, and he was saying, the guy can say shit. They be interviewing him, he started, you know what I mean? He like, yeah.
We went off topic.
Sometimes you
gotta talk about something.
That was it on that message.
That's why Holly Berry will never be the same.
No, she knew.
She was into that shit. You riding the lowest Edomite in Hollywood. They didn't even use Leonardo DiCaprio. He like
you bad thing.
the fuck?
Bad
Brad Pitt, somebody. She riding the low budget.
Billy Bob Thornton.
He wasn't even well known back then, other than
But that tells you what it is.
And I mean, her ass is up, breast is up.
Nah, he was hitting it.
They said we gonna take your best looking woman ever. They gonna fuck all lowest.
Right after that, they fucked her ass up.
That was.
That's why she got that award, though. To get that award.
But as you see, she bugged out. She fucked with all Edomite. She looked sick in the face.
Yeah.
J.D. Fox, we hope you don't recover.
Yeah.
We wish you a non-recovery. One of them gay Hollywood parties, man.
He had them parties wigging.
Yeah. Every interview they tell you about his party. Yeah, they from Hollywood party. Yeah. I wonder what the fuck was going on. Nigga was what that nigga play? Wanda? Yeah. The man that plays the woman for that role is gay. Period. They were willing to do gay acting.
No, if you're willing to do gay things, you gay. Shit, once you do that.
I don't know no straight man that's gonna put on a wig or dress no panties and just wear it on a regular basis. Brother, when you put on panties and wigs, what that look like? Can you picture yourself in the Cause they literally put on the panties with it. When you look at Big Mama house, that nigga had on panties. Yeah, he had like a full.
That's why Dave Chappelle kind of denied that he never did that.
And not only that, when he came back as this new reform version, they had this nigga on the Saturday Night Live shit doing that shit. They had like some feminine shit on. So that nigga can't do it too.
You can't tell me that these ain't rituals that every prominent so-called black actor or athlete or big figure, why y'all always trying to put a damn dress on it?
LeBron James.
It's a ritual, man.
This nigga was a progressive lady. You 6'8", pushing 300, and you got a wig on and a progressive selling his shirt.
Come on, man.
You know he didn't volunteer to do that shit. He was supposed to do that. Why would LeBron James do some shit like that? He don't need to do that.
Look at it.
This nigga had a $100 million Nike contract at 18 years old.
First it started with the magazine where he had all the Grecian wear on, remember? He had the toga, he had the crown, the Grecian crown. Then they had him be the monkey. What's the monkey that was in love with the little white girl? Help me out. King Kong, remember? He was in there making ugly, and they had the little white girl next to him. Then, now he turned into a woman, you know what I mean?
Your boy, he getting his butthole blown out now. Meek Mill, he over there in Israel with the Amalekites. And they hugged up, Robert Kraft with him, introducing him to all the Amalekites. Why is he still there? Right. And then one of them, just a random ass, big nose Amalekite, around his waist, looking at Meek Mill.
Yeah, probably you don't remember he's doing the hop and shit with them, going in the circle, the shit that the Amalekites do. He's sitting there hopping, doing a bunny hop. With
But
the
you know the nigga that helped him get out with the Amalekites.
right?
No, the Philadelphia nigga for the 60s.
I know Robert Kraft.
No, the nigga
Oh,
that he
yeah,
with
you're
all
right,
the time.
yeah.
He goes to his daughter's birthdays, all that shit. He's like, he has to be around that nigga 24/7 till he's like.
He even said it in the song, though. He danced with the devil or some shit. He wasn't the devil.
You know they probably fucked the hell out of Meek Mill over there. He got cornrow. So the way that nigga was looking at him, he had that you want money?
He's supposed to be the voice of Philadelphia. Now look at him. You know?
Nigga, you want to go back to prison? Such the same thing. We'll get your ass. We'll have you stop in traffic to ride a bike, nigga. We'll frame your ass, nigga. We got the power to do it. As soon as you go back to Philly, nigga, we can have some Planet Cops in Philly. That's how it works.
Melo even said it. Melo said he knew that the league had the president. When he gonna go back to Buffalo, he knew every move he was doing, every little move. He gonna make a left on his block, they knew it.
And then when you go to court, they got Planet judges. Judges that working for them already know what they gonna do. Because what you gotta understand, Amalek in America, they actually got a lot of money off of the court system. All of them lawyers and stuff like that. You get any type of trouble, they ain't controlling that shit.
Insurance, most of that health benefits is buying it. Aetna, all them, and that goes back to the state. If you want to, really do God
With finance, so they can get you out of prison or they can put you in there. That's what they do. And you don't know if the only way of getting out of that situation he was in. Because that nigga bitch was not fucking with him.
Oh, the one that was always in Philly.
He was not fucking with him. So the only way he could get out of that situation was to dance with him.
Go above her. Yeah.
Now, you see Tory Lanez on the other hand, he thinks he could be the first, because I heard one of his rap songs, he said they kind of Britney Spears me, but I won't let them. The Illuminati after me. He said, this is a recent song. He said, the Illuminati after me, they kind of Britney Spears me, but I'm going to be the first, they ain't going to get the nigga they got you. You think he's special, nigga?
That was the song Praise to the Most High.
Praise to the Most High.
About Jay-Z and them. Rockefeller.
He said, Illuminati
Whatever, Rock
after me,
Nation.
nigga. They kind of Britney Spears. You see Britney Spears, this big book. Oh, she shot the fuck out. In the crib with a thong on, mascara running there.
All beat in the motherfucker.
Twirling this fucking
Her 3 count of 5. Fuck.
Bro, but I seen an old video of her. The singer Joe was singing to her. Bro, she was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
But she was totally different. She was singing the Joe song, I Wanna Know. And she was singing it word to word. I said, damn, this bitch is She bugged the fuck out. This bitch bugged. She was demons over. That's what Hollywood does. That's a horrible place.
Fucking hot shit.
That's a horrible place to be.
I remember I used to watch the videos. I'm like, oh shit. I'll be ready. Video over, I go do my thing.
Bitch for her damn kid. She's spinning around naked over
there. She thinks she fucking still got it.
Yeah.
That's it. Somebody need to tell her no.
I was in she used to be on fucking MTV and I was like, I'll be ready. Wait till this shit's over and be like, I'm out. That's what she was back then, you know? That's not what's in the world, but
that was when the white woman was clinical beauty, you know what I'm saying? She was going back then too. Instead of Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, you know?
Now, why would Meek Mill think the Amalekites are his only way out? Why would Meek Mill think that? It's because he hanging with that nigga, Jay-Z. When they go to these Rock Nation blunts, Jay-Z is telling them, the Jews is how we get what we want. You know? That's why you see LeBron James. LeBron James was just at a Bart Smith What the fuck is LeBron James? Yeah, what the fuck is LeBron James doing at a Bart Smith for? What Jews do he know?
He was being handled though.
Yeah.
That shit, he was being handled.
What Jews is LeBron James though? This nigga from the hood. Why all these niggas going to go Mexicans and fucking Jewish parties? Oh, I know where.
Because your advisor is the one that told you, you gonna dance the dance, or we gonna make John Morant to do this?
Well, I believe he was a plant from the beginning anyway, because before he even stepped on the NBA court, they were calling him King James from the Brits. You know, they have these people that, even artists, music artists from the beginning, you know, they're gonna blow you up. Look at Drake. You can't tell me he wasn't planted from the beginning. Right? He was an actor at
The thing
first.
with Drake, the thing that made Drake as great as he is because he had the best of both. He's an Israelite, his father, but his mother's a woman. So here it is, you have the talent of a Drake to make the music, but you have all the backing to propel yourself. Because your mother's a fucking Israelite.
And on top of that,
So they gonna work with you.
their belief is you are what your mother is.
So they
So
look at
it
you
all
as
lands
Israelite.
in. You got the talent, you got the powers of the Monstars, Space Jam kid, you know what I mean? But then you got the actions, like you said, it all lines up. But think about it. I don't know if you have brothers know, but if you go back into his history of acting, he's done this blackface. He was a faggot in one of the movies. Let the dude grab all on his ass and all that. You know what I mean? He did his whole acting shit. And now, and let's be real, for the people that like hip hop and rap, Drake don't be saying shit. He don't never say nothing that make him do this. You know what I mean?
The brother on the corner board that just left.
Oh, okay.
I said I'll be back.
Hey, Drake don't really say nothing that makes you go, woo! But he's looked at as the best rapper ever right now. Even though it's been proof that he has help. So this is letting you know that the people that have some power, whoever they want to lift up. I was looking at the movie, remember the movie Brown Sugar?
Yeah.
They had the rapping Dalmatians. And they were looked at as a joke.
Yeah.
And K-Big trying to get his most death on. Mm-hmm. So he's sitting there trying to wait to give his music to the A&R. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, the rapping Dalmatians song come on. Because that's part of the system. You know what I mean? Whatever's lifted, but that's going to bring the revenue and keep us in a low state. Jake in a low state, they're going to push that. Right.
Now I give Drake his talent because he done wrote songs for Alicia Keys. He understands melodies, but the point is he's a Jake, so he has that natural talent. Right. You niggas in the hood that can do that, right? Melodies and understand rhythm and can make you a hit. But what propels him to be the greatest entertainer of this time is the fact that he's a amateur, so he had the best of both. So when people wonder how did Drake get so fucking big? And he has every outlet it takes to do that. You know, he had resources to the best ghostwriters, resources to the best producers, resources to the best studios, access to promotion, anything you need to do.
His father was a musician, right?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's already in his blood. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
We know he's not the most. You know he's the best rapper or the most talented. But he got what it takes to keep him at that level. Yeah. You know? Go ahead, brother. Because I judge me personally, if you gonna be on that type of level, I judge you by your album. Yeah. And he doesn't have. When you listen to the albums, all his albums aren't like, from top to bottom, this is the place. He got like little things like that. You know.
I think J. Cole got that.
When you get that big, I gotta judge you by your albums because you got the best producers, you got the engineers that make your music sound good. A nigga that's underground that can just rap, he don't have the tools to make good quality songs. So I'm not gonna judge him by his songs.
Right, so you gotta come out with
he's just on a deep rapper. But a nigga that got money to have the best
best
engineers, writers, and your song supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? They got 5 different people in the room, one person working on the chorus, the other person working on the beat, the other person working on the melody. Yeah, we can put this here, put that there. Right. When you look at some of Michael Jackson's songs, look how many people worked on one song. Look at some of these people that get credit for writing on one song. Beyonce.
Well, Kanye was the man. Sky was his #1 writer. He had plenty of help.
Yeah. So they in the room, they got access to a lot of people on payroll because it costs money to pay all them people.
But a guy that's in the hood that can just rap, a lot of these underground dudes, you like, damn, they don't know how to make songs. It ain't they don't know how to make songs. They don't have the necessary tools to get with the people to help them. Teach them how to make a song. How does the chorus fit? How does the melody fit? Where do I put the bridge? Where do I put my best verse? So because first, second, third, how is it gonna hit?
Think about Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel lyrically, they was trying to say he was better than Janet, but he didn't know how to count bars. He just knew how to rap. You know, he didn't know how to put this here. He didn't know what a bridge was. You know what I mean? So that's, you can have the talent, but without the network, you know what I mean? How far are you gonna go?
Same thing with basketball. That's why you see so many great dudes in the G League or in Europe or overseas playing ball. These guys are great. You don't think he in the G League, I can bust his ass. No, you can't, bro. I used to play ball. Them niggas would go to any pickup gym and drop 100. In a flip-flop.
Who's that basketball player that went to that training camp with Michael Jordan back in
I already know who you talking about. I heard about him. And they was like, yo.
Oh, you talking about we got a dash hand or something?
Nah, so
they said he was giving it to, what's his name? Giving it to Jordan.
So there was a ball player who went to a basketball camp before Jordan became famous.
Because, you know, Jordan was another one of those. Jordan was another chosen one to prepare.
Exactly. Exactly. Who was that?
I forgot his name, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
They said, oh, it was another, I'm sorry, I'm still out here. I've seen a short video where they talking about the Dream Team. And they said the young boys coming from college, and they got rid of the video. Young boys from college bust the Dream Team ass. And they got rid of the video, you know?
Yeah, because when you look at sports, especially something that's basketball, see, basketball is different from football. Not so much. You can isolate the team around one player. So they'll say, oh, Tom Brady or LeBron is just where you have the offense literally molded for them. Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jokic. Jokic is the type of center to where Jokic needs shooters because he's a pass-first center. So what are you going to do as the manager of the team? You're going to mold the whole team around him. You're going to make sure damn near everybody on it, when he go to play, a shooter. So when he gets the rebound, he can do what he do. You make the team, that's how you make guys stars.
When Shaq was on the Lakers, he was the most dominant center, but what did they put around him? Nothing but shooters.
Yeah, you have to mold the team around.
So he averaged mad assists when he was assigned. He averaged like 4 or 5 assists for a center. Because every time he kicked that, once they doubled him, Rick Fox, Kobe, Brian Shaw.
You look at Tom Brady. Yeah, he's a great passer, but you molded the whole team around.
Right.
Every team that won you don't win a Super Bowl without a great defense for one. Every team that he won a Super Bowl, that defense was bananas. Line was O-line was, but look how much time Brady had in them pockets, man, to throw that ball. Right? Receivers were bananas. I never seen him have a weak receiver. When he had Aaron Hernandez was filthy. Gronk was filthy. Moss was filthy. Branch. The guy Branch, filthy. Deion Branch, filthy. He had a great receiver, but they just propelled these aggressive. Look at who he has. He has everything it takes to be the best. So they pick and choose these guys. That's why you see guys like, this dude is great, but he can't, like a guy like Damian Lillard, right? Ain't too many guys on the floor can fuck with Damian Lillard. I don't know what ball he's not with the ball. He's not with the ball. He's not playing the politics. So they're not going to build a team that fits him. They're going to put him with another ball handler. They're going to put him with a C.J. McCollum or another guy that dominates the ball. Really, you should be putting him with a center, right? And guys that can play defense to help him, get back on the floor and do what he do. They're not going to build a team around him if he's not the guy. His brother recruiting you, man.
Greenwell wasn't a defense.
Yeah, we get back to the we brothers are in our sports.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we just basically saying this man, he
everything
runs
is facade. Everything is a facade. It's propped up. None of it's real.
The mirage.
Yeah, right.
Beyonce ain't Beyonce because she's the best motherfucker.
Yeah. The mirage.
Yeah. I know bitches we all know women that look better than Beyonce, dance better than Beyonce, sing better than Beyonce. What makes her the best? Because she's playing the game.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, brother, let's go back. We're going to have to wrap it up soon.
You got more on that as usual, or?
Anybody got any precepts? Bring them out.
I got that. Do you still want that second Samuel?
No, we passed that.
All right, go back to the book.
Let me get to the point where we were going to,
So going back, we're talking about women, you know, and their roles, more or less, you know, and women coming back to the Lord, you know, and that's what this is about, because, like what the brother had brought out earlier, the Spirit's on speaking about women a lot, you know, and that's what time we're in, because a lot of these women are going to be called out back. And the word women in the scriptures could mean men or literal women, you know? So, you know, you got to come back, you got to repent, you know, you need to do what you need to do. Because what the scriptures came out earlier was the whole duty of man, you know? Keep the Lord's commandments, you know? Yeah, boy, you can...
I got one.
Okay, now, what you got? This is Isaiah 16 and 7, and it says, "And I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased and waxen great, and thou art come to excellent ornament. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thy hair is grown, whereas thou wast naked and bare."
So the Lord has actually taken his people and made them somewhat beautiful, you know, for him, you know. The Lord has actually taken the people that was in shit, in mud, in blood, cleaned them up, cleaned us up, you know, gave us rules, gave us laws, gave us statutes, gave us a way to live,
Order. Because when you got a woman, right, you want, the scripture tells you a man's glory is what his woman. So you want your woman to look bad? You're gonna make sure, now you ain't gonna give her your whole paycheck, but you're gonna make sure, hey, I'll make sure if I got money, hey, your head there, your nails are taken care of, you ain't ashy, you smell good, you got hygiene products, you look good. But she's a representative of me. If my woman looks busted, that's like, damn, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
That ain't a good look on you as a man.
Yeah, that's what's backwards in this world, because these young men out here are probably better than the women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just brought out the scripture, you know, what's our glory?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why we want to look better than our woman? You know what I mean? Come on, man.
You in the barber shop before she in the hair salon.
Right.
Fuck out of here, man.
Right.
And women don't understand, but women don't understand that we want to do that. We literally want to spend our money on you, but you motherfuckers done took it and used it against us.
Can't get right.
You done used it and took it against us. Before you think we working this shit for us. To provide for you a comfortable life, to deck you out, like the Most High is traveling with us.
We giving you your money. We giving you money to look good so you can go look good for somebody else.
Yeah, what the fuck does that make sense for?
Right, you know? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing that makes a man more happier than to see his woman happy.
Right.
I would love to see my woman happy.
But she gotta be right.
But these women are such devils that even when you make them happy, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
That's all nothing's never good enough. You know what I mean?
Right. So I mean, you know, we went on and that's the way our women are treating us now was the way we treated the Lord.
Yep. And what we're reading is the Lord took it away. Yeah. So when you're doing that for your woman, my brother, like you said, and you realize she don't appreciate it, and she's turning against you, I'll be all that back in that. And I'm gonna cast you off. The truth is beautiful, bro. It teaches you how to deal with these women. It teaches you how to be a man. The way the Lord dealt with us is how we deal with women. You're going to do what I say, or I'm going to cast you off. Period. Go ahead, brother.
And it says, verse 8, "Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was the time of love, and I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee and enter into a covenant with thee."
So that's mercy. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai found us, delivered us, washed us up, clothed us, yeah,
It says, and became his mind.
and accepted us for what we were. Accepted us for what he created. Yeah.
And there's a key word. He said, I entered into a covenant with you, a marriage.
A marriage.
All right? Go ahead, brother. A union.
It says, then washed I thee with water, yea, I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and anointed thee with oil.
Yeah.
I clothed thee also with broader work, and shroud, and shod thee with badges.
He gave us jewelry. He gave us gold. He gave us silver, linen. You know, he took us from sugar. Well, he took us from shit to sugar.
Yeah.
King, organic.
Come, you know.
Yeah. Good shit. Good shit.
It says, and I covered thee with silk. I decked thee with ornaments, and put bracelets upon thy hands,
What?
and chains upon thy neck, and I
Right.
put jewels on thy forehead.
He made us the talk of the nation.
Ice us out, baby.
Yeah. He made us the talk of the nation.
What's that Cash Dog song? Ice me out. Ice me out. The Lord did that for us. He talking about the sons now.
Yeah.
He's not talking about the women. He's talking about us. He put chains on our neck, jewels on us, rings on us, earrings in our head. He iced his woman out.
Yeah.
He iced his woman out. You know? We want that back, brothers. I know I do.
It says, verse 13, thou was decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was as fine linen and silk and broaded work, and didst eat fine flour and honey and oil.
Fine linen, silk. Woo. We slept on silk. All right? We dressed in silk, linen. Different level, bro.
It says, and that was exceedingly beautiful. And thou-
Exceedingly beautiful. So ain't no telling how we looked in that time. If the Lord said you were exceedingly beautiful, then ain't no telling how we looked in that time. We just know that we was bad. We were some bad people, man. We were some bad people. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom. You know,
He protected us. You know, he made us a nation. You know, he took us into his covenant, into his house, and protected us. Man,
here's the kicker. Verse 14, and it says, and thou now went forth among the heathen for thy beauty. It says, for it was perfect through my comeliness, which I had put upon thee, saith Yahweh Shai, but thou didst trust in thine own beauty.
right. So we went above, well, we went before the nation.
All y'all brothers talk up here. Yeah, I'm about to move my car.
We went before the nations.
I'm done with my car. I got my raincoat on.
We went before the nations, and the nations saw our beauty. That's in Deuteronomy.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 15. It says, but Jeshurun waxed fat.
We was waxing fat. We had it all. The Lord gave us everything. You got it?
And ticks that are waxing fat, thou art grown thick.
We was talking shit. We was thinking like what? What you gonna do? You know? We got all this. Look at me. You got it, bro.
Thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook the Most High, which made him.
So the Lord gave us jewels. He gave us silk. He gave us fine linen. He gave us gold, silver, you know, like what the brother brought out in the book of Ezekiel. The Lord pimped us out. Well, not pimped us out, but the Lord glorified us. No, you know what I'm saying? He laced us. He glorified his wife, the men of Israel. Yeah,
And lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation.
that's right. He esteemed us. You know, it was a beautiful thing. The Lord had admiration for what he had worked for us. You know? The same way we have admiration for our women when you like they're in order. You know? Because they're a representation of us. And so when the nations saw how beautiful Israel looked, the Lord was like, boy, these are my people. Look at them. You know? You ain't getting it, but look at them. You know?
You can finish Brother Bashar.
Okay, time. And it says, I'm going to do that one more time. Verse 14, and it says, and thou now went forth among the heathen.
The name of Israel went forth. The beauty of Israel went forth among the heathen. They knew who we were because we were decked out. We were laced, like the brother put it. You know?
Yeah, read for thy beauty, for it was perfect.
Trust in thine own beauty.
Yeah.
It says, and played as the harlot because of thine own renown.
Isn't that what the women are doing today? I mean, we did it to the Lord then, and the Lord said, all right, you want to do this? Your women are going to do this to you. And that's exactly what's happening today. We lost our husbands. We lost our protection. We lost our heads. And these women have lost their protection, their direction,